Well, something a little bit different for this video. Hopefully a little bit of history being made. We're going to, I've been riding the 250F Husqvarna at the most of the Motocross Nationals this year. It's the final round. This particular championship I missed a couple of rounds because it clashed with the BSMA Veterans Championship that I'm riding in. So we had a little thought last night. We were playing around with the Sur-Ron LBX, and we're going to try and take it out, and it'll be I think the world's first time a production electric motorcycle will have been used in an outdoor motocross national. The bike is totally stock. It's the one we've been using as our demo in the shop, 772MX. We're going to do the sighting lap if I think it's okay, really, because obviously the suspension is quite soft. It's literally as stock as we brought it out of the shop. So we're going to go, if I'm comfortable with it on the sighting lap, we're going to go for the race and see how it goes. So it could be a bit of history in the making. I'm not going to lie, all weekend I've had the good old man flu, as you'll probably see on my other race report for the Husqvarna. But yeah, it's all about fun. It's because I've missed 2 rounds of this championship, so I'm nowhere in this one, and it's the final round. I'm just I will laugh though if I beat my mate Pesky Kevin even on an electric bike. Top speed of this bike's about 45 mile an hour, so a lot slower. So I'm going to suffer on the start straight, but I reckon if I keep it cranked round high on the berms, keep away from some of the bumps, it's a possibility. We'll see. If not, you're just going to look at some footage of the sighting lap. At least it's been out on a full-size national motocross track then.
You'll never live it down. You'll be the first man in history to be beaten by an electric motocross bike. If you beat me on that, then I'm just fucking selling up. You won't see me ever again, only spectating.
we went down and obviously first race on the Sunday morning, because we've done 3 races on with the petrol bikes on the Saturday. You get a sighting lap and then it's onto the line. Now this is the first time I've even ridden this bike. I've ridden it on wooden trails, woods in the woods and on trails back home and that lot, but we've never took it out on a full-size motocross track. So did the parade lap. Wasn't too sure. I mean, I've never really been a big mountain bike jumper. Came down to the first 2 big tabletops and it jumped really well. The suspension handled it. I'm 13.5 stone and no problems at all. Now we're running this bike completely stock as it comes. This is just our demo machine. We've made no modifications. It's just as quick as it goes. Anyone can buy that one out of the shop. The suspension as well, probably a little bit soft, but as I say, we hadn't planned to race it. It was a spur of the moment thing late last night, and we literally just woke up this morning and we've took it out for the first race. Anyway, it seemed to struggle up the hills. Now it's a sandy circuit here, and it's a tough circuit. It's a former Grand Prix circuit. It's used for British Nationals and Motocross Championships, and obviously we're holding up this final round of the Service MX Nationals here this weekend. Anyway, so I came in and the plan was, it had struggled on the hills a little bit. I said I'm probably only going to do 1 lap. Anyway, gate dropped, and as expected they all got the jump out of the gate on me, but by the time I got into the first turn I'm still at the back of the pack and I'm still got riders around me. Really surprised. Down into the second turn, it had a little bit of a bob because it was deep sand coming out of there, but we got the drive, and then I'm in amongst a few riders, and lo and behold I'm starting to overtake a couple, and I'm with some of the battling with some of the riders at the back. Hit the first 2 tabletops, beautiful. It's jumping halfway along it. Okay, we're clearing them with the petrol bikes or whatever, but I'm happy with that. There's a lot of riders who are only getting that far on the petrol bikes. Up the first hill, I think I got another rider, whether it was on them tabletops or just afterwards, so I'm feeling really confident. Came down, and this is nothing to do with the bike, this was just rider error on me. The plan was to go wide, get up high on the berms where it was harder packed, miss some of the braking bumps, and hopefully that would have helped it round. Well, I came down to this one particular berm, just plopped over the jump, because I didn't want to jump too far because it was more of a drop off, and I went to go wide, and there was a load of loose stuff, and it just took the front wheel and tucked, and I landed pretty heavily on my head. Couldn't get the bike started because we've still got the brake sensors on and everything, and it just wouldn't go. I kept switching it off, put the stand down. I pushed it all the way back up to the top of the circuit. I was 2 laps down by this point. All of a sudden I got it going again. I think the GoPro, I haven't seen the footage yet, with my helmet was down because it took quite a battering. I'd landed on my head. But I got another 2 laps in, so we've done 3 laps. We've officially completed an outdoor national motocross race on the Sur-Ron LBX. What an amazing machine. It did struggle on the hills, I've got to admit, because they were sandy at the bottom, and it just about made it to the top. Along the bottom down the hills, it was perfect. It really did rock. Great things. That's now, the rumours are there's going to be a full-size version coming out. Come on, Sur-Ron, I'll race it next year.